Hi my friends, and welcome back to our course on industrial communication protocols, and today we will continue studying about OPC communication. And in today's lesson we will focus on how OPC clients and servers exchange data, the difference between OPC DA, OPC HDA, OPC A and E, and the meaning of value, quality, and timestamp. And my friends, here we see the basic communication principle of the Modbus. On the left side we have this side we have the Modbus master. The master works similarly to client because it starts the communication and send a request to get the data from the Modbus slave. On the right side we have the Modbus slave. The slave works similarly to server. It's wait for request and return the requested information. For example, the Modbus master send a request such as the read holding register. And what is the holding register? It's a state, it's a real state of your contact, of your coils. And for example, let me open the notepad, and we have the register under the number register number 4001, and it's hold data about some value, for example 120, sorry. So my friends, our Modbus master sent a request to read the data which store under this register, and Modbus slave sent data to Modbus master. And now my friends, what about the basic communication in the OPC? On the left side we have the OPC client, this one, and the right side we have the OPC server. The server provides the access to the data coming from PLC, DCS system, sensor or other industrial devices. The OPC server received a request from the server and returned the data item. And my friends, the OPC data item normally contains three main parts: the value part, the quality part, and the timestamp. So my friends, for example, the OPC server may return the boiler pressure is equal to 120, but together with the value it's also return information about whether the value is reliable and when the value was received or updated, and it used the timestamp for this purpose. As I said before, my friends, let's open again our notepad, this notepad, and we have three parts of our OPC data. First, it's the value. For example, you request information about the boiler pressure, and it goes to 120. Then the second part is the quality. And what does it mean? It shows whether the value can be trusted. And example, it can return you good. Next one is the bad, and certain, and certain. And the last one is show the timestamp. The timestamp show when the value was measured or updated. Timestamp. And the fully sentences of our request look like this. 120, and signal, for example, good, and time is okay, 16:00 and 15 seconds. And my friends, before we continue, let's as first understand the main types of OPC. The classic OPC stand is divided into several specifications. Each specification is designed for a different type of industrial information and the purpose. And there are three most important types of our OPC, and first type is the OPC DI, it's mean OPC data access, and it's most widely used specification in the OPC standards. So it's used to access the current real-time process data. For example, OPC DI client can read the current pressure, temperature, valve position, motor speed, and OPC DI is mainly used by the HMI, SCADA monitoring software and real-time system. And it's important point that OPC DI is designed to, as I said before, to live data, not historical data. And also I can say one analogy about it. OPC data is look like the live instrument displayed, where you can check the reliable information. And my friends, that's all for today, and I wish you good health and good like. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button if you enjoy the video. So my friends, I think after 4 lessons we will start and make some project on OPC, and then we go to OPC UI, and then for the Modbus and for another protocols that we used in industrial automation. See you in the next lesson.